2001. I've been managing the garden since November. Just to give you an idea of what we do over here, I work primarily with youth in the neighborhood, and they act as my youth apprentices. I teach them a little bit about how to grow food and how to maintain the garden, and then we also sell it. We sell in 2 different markets, one here in the actual garden. It's called Market on the Mount on Saturdays from 10 until 2, and then they also sell at the Young Farmers Market, and all the profits from the vegetables go to them, so it's a little bit of an incentive for them to hang out and learn how to grow food. If for some reason we don't make a lot of money, the children are always more than welcome to take home whatever vegetables they want. So like I said, the main mission of this garden is to work with youth and teach them about growing their own food and how they can profit from it, and then also just to act as a resource for the community members. Orange Mound is located in a food desert, which means there's no grocery stores within walking distance at all. All that the community has really are corner stores and fast food restaurants, which, as you know, primarily houses junk food, potato chips, hot chips, sunflower seeds, candy, beer, soda pop, kinds of unhealthy things. So it's our hope that the garden will be a resource for the community to have access to fresh produce. Of course, it's not the answer to the whole problem, but it is a starting point, and we're starting to get a lot of good feedback. Lots of people living right around the garden are purchasing the vegetables on a weekly basis and also watching out for the garden whenever there are trespassers. So that is the Orange Mound Community Garden.
There's some pretty shocking stats out there about Memphis as a city, right, in regards to food?
Yeah, so last year Memphis was named simultaneously the hungriest and the most obese city in the whole United States, which seems like a really contradictory statement, but it's because we have such a high rate of these food deserts, where you may have generally you have a lot of low-income people that are quite poor, but they don't have a lot of access to a regular grocery store. So although the corner store may carry milk, it might be $4.50 a gallon versus $2.50 at Kroger, so it's not really that cost effective for them, and they may also be consumed with working, so they may not have a lot of time to cook a fully prepared meal, so they just go up the street to Church's Chicken, which may be cheap for the moment, but it's just filled with bad things for you, and it's nothing but fat and grease. So you have a lot of hungry people and you have a lot of obese people, and it's not because they're lazy and they just are fat and like to eat fattening foods, because they don't have access to food. So community gardens are a way to try and alleviate the ill a little bit, but it's also, there's a lot of talk, I think, in trying to develop the area a little bit more to make it more economically viable for a grocery store to place its business in an area like this, where it's a little bit closer to the folks that don't have any grocery stores nearby.